There's a lot of talk, but no action going on somewhere. It feels like somebody who's threatening to do. Wipe the corners of my mouth so I work it. That's the only thing I can think about when I do that. Okay. It's almost like somebody is making threats or somebody's talking shit, but they're not doing much of anything. Literally, they're literally not doing anything. They talk a lot of shit, but as soon as they see you in person, they don't do nothing. They don't say nothing. Like, they literally don't even look your way. So what I'm getting is there's somebody that either used to be close to you or at one point in time was trying to pursue you, and then y'all had like a difference in opinions or whatever the case may have been. This person was like, you're wrong and I'm right, and you were like, that's actually not true. And if it wasn't a difference of opinions, it's something that can be fact checked, but because they thought they were right, they didn't feel the need to fact check anything, is what I'm getting. So then whenever you was like, that's actually not true, they was like, oh, well then fuck you. And then from that started a bunch of shit talk. That's what I'm getting. I feel like whoever they be talking to the most is kind of questioning, like, are you going to do something about it, or are you just going to bring it up every day? Like, you just going to talk shit about them for the rest of your life? Are you going to go fight them? Are you going to, like, what are you going to do? Because it's just a continuing of talking, yapping, all talk, no bark, all bark, no bite. It's like this person was a friend of yours, but not like a best friend, just a friend, just a regular friend, right? But they never had anybody tell them they was wrong. All of their friends just go with whatever they say or support their delusions or their crazy shit, like their manic somethings. Like, nobody had ever been like, oh, well, you know, this is blank, 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 or that's not a good idea, or you're wrong, that's not what's going to come of something, like, this is what's actually going to happen, or da, da, da. It don't matter. You just went against something that they thought was true. They never had nobody go against them. I don't know. It's just giving, they was your friend, and then they hated you because you went against something they said, but then over time, they may have caught some type of feelings for you because it's almost like you're everything that they want to be. They're literally sending people to check you out. Like, people are searching you up or something like this. And they're pretty impressed with what they're seeing compared to what this person said they were going to see. Does that make sense? All the shit that they were talking, and then they'd be like, yeah, go look at such and such, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And these people actually go and search you up or look you up or something like this, and they're like, what? Is this even so-and-so the person they was talking about? They're bringing you a whole new audience. Like, they're bringing the spotlight to you. They're bringing attention to you. And although their intentions are to bring people towards you to troll on you and to hate you, it's doing quite the opposite. Anybody who catches you or sees what you're doing or searches you up is like, yeah, they talking all this shit because they're jealous for sure. Like, there's no other way around it. They also came up with a stereotype that they wanted you to fit into. So they started talking shit about you, but not only did they talk the shit, it's like they were doing some type of spell work to try to project this onto your reality. Make you start living the part that they were talking shit about, right? So you weren't never that person before, but they were trying to do something to bring you down to a low point in your life to get you to act or react differently. They wanted your personality or your energy to shift because you would be like in a struggle, in a tough spot, or if things were more stressful, then you would be a more bitter person is what I'm getting. But whatever they tried to put on you never really came into play. It didn't affect you at all, actually, is what I'm getting. I'm getting, like, because they were actually initially wrong. Whatever this is that they were like, I'm right and you're wrong, and you were like, that's not true. You could even look it up or something like this, and they were like, nah, fuck that shit. It's like they're actually realizing, no, I was actually wrong, and that's why something isn't working, because they were actually right about what they were saying. So basically, they tried to prove you wrong by doing whatever you said wasn't true, wasn't possible, wasn't accurate, or something like this. They were like, I looked up this method right here, and this is the way to accomplish blank. And you were like, actually, that's not true. That's not going to lead you to the results that you're wanting to. And they were like, no, you're wrong. So then they tried to go and do this process and be like, told you so, but it's failing because you were right. Because the process or whatever they looked up or something that they were ready to die on this hill of this is true, this is right, this is correct, this is accurate. And it actually turns out to be wrong. Okay, and they're literally the proof. They are literally walking proof. They were made an example of. They made themselves an example of why this doesn't work. Wow. Good job. Good job. They learned firsthand is what I'm getting. I don't know why I said that. Good job. That's funny. the thing that I'm getting right now is that you've had prior success, you've had previous success in accomplishing something or making progress towards whatever this is that they tried to claim was going to work for them. You did not use the method that they said, you did not use the process, but you have knowledge, or you're knowledgeable on how to get something done accurately and successfully is what I'm doing. And when this person would talk shit about, let's use an example so it don't get too confusing, okay? An example, come on, spirits, weight loss, okay? You lost a lot of weight, okay? You lost a lot of weight, and this person said, I looked up this dieting method or this supplement something, and this is how it's going to work, and you were like, no, that's not going to help you lose weight. You have to change certain things. It's not like a magic something. You can't just take a magic thing and then wake up skinny or some shit, right? But you have literally been successful in this field of losing weight, because that's the example we're using, right? And they was like, nah, you're wrong, I'm gonna prove you wrong, right? They go and do this method, they gain 100 pounds in a year because like they thought they could do whatever they want and something was just gonna be a magic pill, a magic method, a magic something, right? And then they come back and they're like, damn, you were actually right. And it's something very, I'm not saying the process is simple, I'm saying that it's something that should be simple to grasp, to understand. You eat more, you gain more weight. You eat less, you lose more weight. That's how simple, as an example, that's just the example now, okay? But whatever you're knowledgeable about, it's that simple. They just wanted to be right. They didn't want you to be like, they didn't want you to know more about this. Okay, well that's crazy, seeing is you already literally experienced success in this field and they haven't. Not only do they want to come in and like, let's see, okay, so I'm getting, they want to turn things around. They want to apologize to you because you have even furthered your success. Like, since then, since they had started talking shit and everything, you've experienced more success than you already did when you were telling this person that, you know, something, that's not how something really works for real in real life. Does that make sense? So you had already had some type of success when this thing had happened. Now you've experienced more success. They want to come in and they view you as like a teacher. They don't want to. They don't want to look at you like you're a teacher. They don't want to put you on a pedestal. They don't want to say that you know more than they do or you know better than they do. But they look stupid right now because they're sending these people over to your page to look you up or something like this. You could even run like, you could have a program or a class or a book or a guide or something that you offer to people, and they were trying to tell people like they don't know what they're talking about, don't buy this or don't invest in this because it's bullshit, da da da, like they tried to ruin your business or something like this. But when people would go check it out, they would be like, actually this seems like scientifically, logically true, like this just makes sense, like they're not lying. And the proof is in the pudding. Like I said, you've experienced your own success through something, so it shows. They don't like the way this makes them look. So even though they don't want to learn from you, they want to achieve your results. Excuse me. During that example, I think I said like, instead of losing, they gained like 100 pounds in a year. That seems kind of extreme, but that's literally how extreme something happened. They believed so much that this method was going to work compared to what you were saying it was going to do, that they did extra. Like they I don't know, they pushed something, well, that kind of scared me, I ain't gonna lie. They pushed something like to the max to achieve more results. But like you said, like it looked like it wasn't gonna work. It literally did the exact opposite. So they really did like double the damage. Trying to prove their point. Like, damn. And it's something about long-term success. This is not a quick process. It's literally a lifestyle change. It also feels like they may know how to achieve quick results or temporary results, but you know how to achieve long-lasting, permanent results. That's what I'm getting for whatever this is. It didn't only just affect their success, okay? It affected their energy. They can never get something back. They can never repair part of the damage that they did. This obviously goes much deeper than weight loss, but try to like put that into a different situation like that. It's literally that kind of sequence in a different format. I don't know, bitch. I'm trying to explain it the best I can, but it's hard to put that shit in words. Instead of gaining something, they're in debt. I'm also getting, it could be like they took out a bunch of loans or they took out a bunch of something with thinking that they're going to be able to pay it back whenever this pays off or something like this, but it never paid off. So now they're in a bunch of debt for that. Thank you. So they landed themselves in financial debt. Their spiritual health is really shit right now because of the things that they were doing and not taking care of themselves. Their physical health is probably in shit right now because they really weren't paying attention to anything that actually matters. They were just trying to prove their point to you, no matter what that took, no matter what they had to sacrifice. Even coming down to their morals. That's what I'm getting. Like, they even had to sacrifice their morals at some point in time. Especially with the type of hate and shit that they were talking about you. People finally started saying something, okay? Because they weren't just dropping accusations as to, you don't know what you're talking about, you don't know what you're doing. They were also dropping accusations of, like, fraud or illegal something. I forget what they be calling that shit. I'm getting, like, slander. It's something like, oh, defamation of character or some shit. Like, it's only that if it's actually not true what they were saying, and it's actually not true what they were saying. So I feel like something could be taken into court or some shit like this. That's how far they really took these accusations and shit. I'm also getting, you could have been like, you can't build something on top of this. Like, you cannot, with whatever it is that they wanted to do, it's like, yeah, you can only do this up to a certain extent, and then after that, you can't grow it, you can't expand it, you can't blah, 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 blah. Like, you can't build off of it after a certain extent. That's why it doesn't work, or something like this. And they was like, okay, watch this. And now they're trying to, like, build something on top of something that's very unstable, something where it's not supposed to be, and that's also why this shit is just falling apart. Something about a studio. Somebody could work at a studio or own a studio. Oh, yeah, or like a studio apartment. They're also basically becoming or embodying everything that they wished upon you. So I'm getting within like some type of spell work that they were doing and trying to make your life miserable and bring your vibrations down, bring your energy down, bring your success down. I forgot where I was going, to be honest. I was trying to figure out how to better say it and forgot all the fuck what I was trying to say. God damn. Okay. The amount of attention that you're receiving from something, or the amount that they boosted, like the traffic to your website, the traffic to your page, the traffic to your views, like they really pushed you out there. And these people would have never had any intentions of ever looking into you, ever looking you up. They might have never even had an interest in what you do. Okay, so like whatever it is that you do, that you have success in, these people who are looking it up or searching you up had never intended on ever even looking into this subject, into this topic, into this area, into this field. But you literally spark random people's interest because this person started talking shit and people were like, let me go see what they're talking about. And then they look at your page and they're like, this is something I never would have ever taken interest in ever in my life. But now that I'm here, it seems kind of interesting. So they're literally bringing a whole new audiences to you. They feel like it's not fair, the amount of attention that you're going to be receiving and the amount of success that you're going to receive from this as well. Well, whose fault is that for keeping you a hot topic? Whose fault is that? Like, you were already successful before that. It just enhanced something. They don't like that they played a part in picking up the flow, if that makes sense. Bringing in new audiences, catching the eyes of a new audience. Like, people, I don't know if you have like a page. I'm getting like, it looks like Yelp, where you can like leave a review or some shit. It's like, people are starting to leave comments or something like, I never would have thought something, but then I went and checked it out and blank, 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 blank. You know what I'm saying? People who would have never even dreamed of checking something out are now participating. They're now becoming clients or some shit like this. Which I feel like something was to reach out to new people or to touch other people who don't think they need to be touched. You know, I really could have phrased that a lot differently and a lot better. You're shining your light on people who didn't even know they needed a light to be shined on them. You're shining a light on people who didn't know they were in the dark. There. That's way better than the other one that I said. Damn. I feel like you're helping it's almost like helping people become more open-minded to something. Something's not very wide accepted, or like it's not very widely participated in, is what I'm getting. They don't like this person that was talking shit and like bringing in these people this attention, I guess. It's like they don't like the fact that you're getting big or people are knowing who you are, like by name or something like this. Like if somebody's talking about you and then they'll be like, oh, you mean that so-and-so that does that? And they'll be like, what? How did you even know about them? Well, they're becoming more popular, da-da-da-da. Something that they're doing is da-da-da-da. They don't like that shit at all. This is all over attention. Oh, brother. This is all over, like, popularity or fame or something. Because I'm getting, like, even though you might make money from something, it's not like a $1 billion business, or it's not like a $1 billion idea. Like, it could be with a far enough reach, but I'm getting like, it's not something that you push to be that. Like, it's not about the money when it comes to this field, whatever it is. It's about like changing lives. I don't know in what manner, but that's just what I'm getting. It's like life-changing services. They don't like the impact that you're having on other people, the positive impact. For a little bit, like for the first few minutes, I want to say, for the first few minutes, they was feeling like everybody was turning on you. Everybody was just taking what they said and going with it. Does that make sense? Like, nobody cared to fact check this person. Okay, they said you were a piece of shit, so okay, you're probably a piece of shit then, right? But then the things that they would say were elevating. Like, they would get worse and worse and worse to where people were like, what? That's fucking crazy. Let me go see what they look like for real. So literally, whatever they wanted people to listen to or take in about you only worked for a few minutes until they was like, ooh, it's working, and they decided to up something. They should have just stuck with the regular shit talk or something. They didn't have to exaggerate or lie about something. That's literally what brought the traffic to you. So they're mad because they're a liar and their lies made you more famous. That's what I'm getting. Their lies literally made you more famous. It's like the betrayals that they committed against you are bringing in a lot of attention, because it's like they bragged about something that they were doing. They bragged about, I don't know, how they were going up against you, how they were trying to prove you wrong. They told people, like, just wait and see, just watch and see where they're going to be compared to where I'm going to be, or something like this. Weird ass energy. They was like, y'all go check out so-and-so. They really look a fool. They really look a mess, and here you are. This is you. Putting your whole heart and effort into your artwork and into your passion and into your job and into whatever it is that you're providing to people. And people was like, this is what you was talking shit about? Yeah, look at them for real. Look at them go. Look at them what they doing their thing. Like, they thought that people was going to look at you and be like, oh my God, it's so weird. Or, oh my God, da da da. Like, talk shit about something that you were doing. But people were intrigued. People were interested in learning. People were interested in watching even. Even if people don't want to know how to do something, they're intrigued by the way that you do it. So not only is the art the product of something that you're doing, but the process is also art. You know, like, sometimes it's like, trust the process and then the result is really good or some shit like this, but like, the process looks really good too though. You don't have to just trust the process. Like, the process looks promising. It don't look anything but what it is, like successful. The process looks good. I'm also getting, they tried to tell people something about your mental state. Like, they was like, oh, they have this mental illness. They tried to tell people about something, and maybe you do have some certain mental illnesses or something like this, but I'm getting like, those don't affect whatever this is. It don't have nothing to do with whatever this is, but they thought that people were going to basically hop on the hate train because you have certain mental illnesses, or they were going to turn against you because you have a certain mental illness. They would stop believing you or trusting your process if they knew you had a mental illness or something like this. But really, what actually happened was people was like, what? They have this? How are they able to do that? And they was like, what do you mean? And they was like, well, yeah, it's really difficult for people with this mental illness to do blank. And they were like, huh? And then they would go look at the page and they would be like, and they're doing it damn good? That's impressive. Like, this person got the complete opposite reactions that they were looking for. They expected people to be like, oh my God, they have this mental illness and they're doing this? What the fuck? But really, they was like, oh my God, they're doing this with this mental illness? What the fuck? Yeah, look at them, looking all fucking sad. Honestly, something would be a whole lot less embarrassing and they would feel a whole lot less stress upon them if they hadn't gone against you. If they had just gone their separate ways and did whatever they thought was going to work. When y'all had this disagreement and they was like, this is what's going to work, this is a true method, and you was like, no, that's actually not real life true, like, that's not how it works for real, and they went off and tried to do this anyway. If they would have just stuck to doing this and giving it a try, you know, trial and error, find whatever works for you, right? So maybe they thought it was going to work for them. It didn't. But if they would have just stuck to this instead of talking shit, doing spell work, trying to make everybody hate you, like, doing all this and a third, they could have been okay. It would have just been a trial and error, like I said. But no, they got all these things to answer to because they decided to act a fool. It's like there can only be one. It's like there can only be one person in this. There can only be one successful person in this field in the area or something like this. Like, we can only have one successful blank per town or per county or something like this. And that's what they think. That's not what's true. I'm just saying that's what they think. Okay. They was like, yeah, there can only be one of us. It is gonna be me. First of all, it ain't no position for just one of y'all or some shit like this. Like, what the fuck? Only one can be the best. Only one can be the better one. Only one can be the true one. But I'm getting, like, it's a field of expertise. It's a field of, like, if you build up your knowledge and you go through the process, you could be here too. If you learn and build your way up to here, you could do that too. Like, it's not I don't know, this person's mind is messed up or some shit. Like, only in their dreams. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, they're living as if life is a dream. Like, magical pills and potions are the cure to everything. No need to put in effort. No need to put in work. No need to do that. You can just do this little magic thing and it'll all work out for you. That's the point they were trying to prove here? What the fuck? They was trying to make it seem like there was an easier way to do something than what you were selling. That's what I'm getting. Don't take 6 months to do this. Do this in 2 weeks. Get them temporary ass results out of here, bro. What the fuck? It's not even sustainable. Like, it's not even achievable. You can literally tell they failed. Like, look at the Five of Cups energy compared to the Queen of Pentacles energy and tell me which one you're going to take advice from. Tell me which energy you're going to take advice from. Please. And it's not even like there was a fight over who to take advice from or something, or who to follow or who to trust or something like this. They made that the case. They put themselves in a competition to compete and compare. It was never even a competition. There was never anything to compare. But that's what they made it to be. So yeah, now it's like, okay, well, if you're asking me to choose one, then I am going to choose the more experienced one who has success and proof that they know what they're talking about and doing. LOL. Oh, hell no. You know what I just got? Oh! You know what I just got? Enemies to lovers. Enemies to lovers. That's in their head what would be ideal. At this point in time, they don't like you. They don't like you. They don't like you. They don't like you. They're jealous of your success. They don't even like you as a person, okay? They don't understand why people are being fond of you, okay? They don't understand. What I'm getting is they think that you're not beautiful, or they think you're ugly. Let me just say it plain and simple. They think that you're ugly. They think that you're dumb. They think that you have no business having a platform or any form of attention put on you or some shit like this. But because they can't take that away from you, like they tried to, okay? So now they want to be with you. Now they want to work with you. Now they want to be beside you. So they're trying to turn this from enemies. They want the story to be like from enemies to lovers. That's what it would look like on the outside, because this person was coming for you so heavily. And if they were to get with you, then it would be an enemies to lovers situation. But it's not even like they actually want you for real. They just really want a cut of this. They really want their name on this credit. They want a piece of this. They want the attention. They want the success. It's so obvious what they're trying to do here, because like, what? You was just hating on them and doing spell work on them to make their life miserable and a failure, basically, yesterday. And today you're in love? Oh. Anything for a little bit of fame. Anything for a little bit of attention. Anything to get picked. Anything except changing yourself and your energy to attract what you really want. Anything except for literally making yourself attractive energetically. Like, they could literally attract in things if they had an attractive energy, but they don't. They literally hate that you have an attractive energy. You've literally put the work in to be who you are and to have the success that you have, or you wouldn't have it. Duh, what the fuck? So it's like they despise you for having the discipline, the motivation, and the will to get to where you are to experience the success that you have. But if you re-listen to that, like, so they could do it too, yeah, with the right amount of effort, with the right amount of work that they put in, but they won't do that. And even if they did, your success is unique to you, just like somebody else's success is going to be unique to them. Back to like the weight loss example, like you could lose 20 pounds and I could lose 20 pounds. We're not going to look the same 20-pound difference. My 20-pound weight loss success is going to look different from your 20-pound weight loss success. So as the example, take that out and apply it where it goes. Your success is not going to look, even when it comes down to like, I've heard this with like dreads. So like when you get locks, you better not think that your locks are going to look like somebody else's locks, because they're not. Okay? They're not. Like, this is unique. Everybody's success is unique to them when it comes to this field, when it comes to everything, but specifically with this field. So even if they were to put in the appropriate action and work, they're still not going to have something that looks like what you have. Will they be successful? Yes. Will it look exactly like your success? No. So even if they did try, it wouldn't look like that. So they would still be left with this lingering like, oh, I didn't do enough, or oh, it's not enough to look the same, or oh, it's not enough to be successful, or some shit like this. That's such a weird way to look at it. Like, it has to be a clone carbon copy of exactly what you have, or they're not going to be happy. Weirdo. They will go broke trying to pay their way through something, spending money on all different types of products and cheat codes and magic blah blah blahs. You know what I'm saying? And it'll just stay a fantasy. It'll just stay a dream, because they're never going to reach it. It'll stay a goal, and they'll continue to fail because they don't want to actually put in the work. They only want to find a cheat code. So even if for some godforsaken reason you were to get with this person or give them a chance romantically, which you're not, because what the fuck? That's what I'm getting. Hell the fuck no. Okay? They still would not be happy because their success is not going to look like yours. No matter how close they get to your success, no matter how close they put themselves in relation to your success, they're not going to see the success that they're hoping. So it's literally always going to stay a goal. It's always going to stay a dream that they're chasing. So I don't know. I don't even know where to go from here. They're just not going to put in the work. They're not really going to take accountability. The only reason why they want to get close is because they're trying to see if they can touch some type of success that's similar to yours. But also, they look really dumb continuing to talk shit about you when you're clearly successful. It's not helping their case, basically. Also, they feel like they won't have to hear about something if they get with you. Like, okay, they hated you, now they love you, or something like this. There's no need for anybody to make a big deal about it. There's no reason for anybody to bring up the fact like, hey, weren't you just talking shit about them? Weren't you just doing da-da-da? Weren't you just hating on them? Da-da-da? Like, there would be no reason for anyone to say anything else about the situation if they get with you now. I don't understand, but I kind of get it because they think that people are just going to be like, oh, they're together now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they did before. They're together now. So they'll just drop the whole act of this person trying to spread hate about you, rumors, lies, and all this. I feel like yes and no, because there's still going to be a few people who are like, I don't know, you know, they got haters too, you know what I'm saying? They got people who don't like them either, so a few of those people ain't gonna let that shit go. They're gonna bring that shit up forever. Oh, you with them now, but you just hated them a week ago. Weird ass bitch. Like, I mean, it's true though, but the way they think that everyone would just forget about everything that they've been doing or all the shit that they've been talking about you is actually kind of funny. It's very naive to think that. Like, it's very, I don't know, it don't make no sense. Spirit, anything else? Thank you. They also feel like you can offer up some type of protection to them. Some type of consequences to their actions, to some type of magic and spell work. You're not the only one that they've been hating on. You're not the only one they've been doing magic and spell work on. So it's like maybe a lot of things are coming into play at one time for this person. A lot of karma is hitting at one time. They want to use you and your energy as a form of protection, or they want to use you to gain some type of protection. Just by you loving somebody, like, I mean, genuinely having love for somebody, they get some type of, like, they feel protected. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they'll be protected if you love them. I get it. I just don't know how they're going to try to get you to love them. That's where, like, from the very, very beginning, coming in and confessing the things that they've done is supposed to come into play. It's supposed to make you feel like they're being completely truthful and honest, and they're ready to make a change because they're coming to terms and acknowledging the things that they've done wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first step is acknowledgement, basically. That's what I'm getting. So that's how they're seeing things. They think that you're really going to forgive them and basically eventually fall in love with them. Basically, eventually. I don't even see you. I don't think you swing that way. I'm actually getting you don't swing that way. So whatever gender you are attracted to is not this gender. Does that make sense? So if you like boys, this is a girl. And if you like girls, this is a boy. This ain't even, they barking up the wrong tree altogether. I need to start saying men and women instead of boys and girls, because what age are you? Like, not you, me. Yeah, I'm getting, they don't even, maybe they don't even know. Like, maybe they don't even know that they're barking up the wrong tree. Oh my God. They do actually think that they stand a chance, though. And they do think that they're not going to have to put any type of effort or work in to get here. Just a little bit of sweet nothings. Excuse me. What's kind of weird is, like, they want to come in and they want to make you feel like you're above them. So, like, you're not saying I'm better than you. You're not saying I know more than you. You're not saying I know better than you. You're not saying I can do better than you. Like, you're not saying any of these things, but this person wants to come in and put you on a pedestal or a high horse and make you feel like you're above them. That way you will pity them in some type of way. Or, like, they want to make you feel like you're a goddess or, like, a queen or king and they're a peasant. Even though they don't truly feel that way, they want to make you feel that way or make you think that way. That way you'll feel bad for them and give them a chance or an opportunity to learn from you. But really, they just want to get their foot in the door. Okay, well, good luck to ya.